Hello everybody, welcome back to my Tribulation of the Mage devlog series. And for this devlog, I'm going to just go over how I implemented an item system and then give, I guess, a breakdown of one of the items I have, which is just the health pot at the moment. So yeah, let's get right into it. So first things first, I made a interface called iItem, which just has a one function in it called this is called interact. And then in the player, I just have a key or an input event for the E key, which just goes through a for each loop of break, checks if the item has the item interface. If true, do the interact function attached to the item. So that's just one how I guess the E key set up for the player. Now in the BP item parent, which is just a actor blueprint I made that just serves as the parent of I guess all the items and interactables. I simply have it so that for begin play, see up right here, I just go through the save game, check, see if the item's already used. If it is, destroy it, and then when the player interacts with this box collision right here, and then if it is a player, it will put the WB item widget on screen, get the name variable, which is just contains, the text of maybe what the item is or what the purpose of it is, like press E to pick up, insert name of item, and then add it to the viewport. And then, obviously, when the player ends the overlap, they just take the widget off screen. And for the event interact, it will do some save game stuff where it will check if the interactable is already used. If it's false, just set the use interactable variable in the game mode or save game to true. And then add it to a array called interactables used, and then just save the game. So that's the parent item. Let's go into the health pot. Let's see. Health pot right here. So this is the health pot interactable, which I just call BP health potion interact. And then it just has the static mesh with the health pot I made. And then obviously the box collision. And then because it's a parent, I really don't have to change any of the stuff here. And then for the interact, I simply have it so that it plays an item pickup sound. Sets the health potion and max health potion variables on the player to 3. Set the widget for the health pot to visible. And then destroys the actor. So let me just give a quick demonstration of that. So obviously I walk into the box collision, and then on the screen it says E to pick up healing flask. So then press E, sound plays, and now the widget is visible on the screen. And then the way I have the widget set up is I have it as a progress bar. So let me just press my damage button, and then I'll press 1, which is just the button I have set for the health pot. As you saw, the nice little drinking sound played, and then the pot became visible in the player's hand. Just demonstrate that again. And then it disappeared. And then as you can also see, the widget starts to go down and show that the player is running out. Just something like just like in Dark Souls. And as you can see, I ran out, and as you can see, I am empty. And then I'll also demonstrate if I am full on health pots, or if I'm full on health, sorry, a health full widget will play on the screen when I press the 1 key, which is just the key I have set up for the health pot. Now I'm going to actually go into how I get this set up. So the way I have the health pot functionality set up is I have it in the player, and I have a separate event graph called items. and have a enhanced input action bind into 1 for potion drink. So the way I have it work is I check if the player has more than 0 potions. If true, get the current health to max health to see if it's greater or equal. And then if it is true, if the player is full health essentially, play that health full widget. And then after half a second, remove it from the screen. And if the player is low on health, I simply have it so that the health pot becomes visible. The drinking potion variable is set to true. This is for the attack and spell conditions. And then I decrement health potions from the player. And then I have a anime montage that plays after that. And then once that montage is done, I set the health pot back to invisible. And I also check, and then I add 50 to the player's current health. And then I also check, if the current health is equal to max health when the health potion is added. If the player is going to, I guess in a sense, overheal with the potion, I simply make it so that the current health equals to max health. If not, I just set the current health plus 50, and then I always make the drinking potion bowl false. And then after a second, I just make the health potions invisible again, as I just demonstrated earlier. And if the player is out of health potions, the not enough health potions widget will appear on screen and will disappear after 1.5 seconds. So let me just demonstrate that real quick. So yeah, and we just go through them. And now when I press 1, as you see, not enough health potions appears on the screen to this as another user feedback for the player. So yeah, that's how I plan to do items. I plan to do them in the and it's a separate event graph in the player. Obviously, like I've said in previous devlogs, if I find a better way, I will implement it. But so far, this method has worked pretty well for me. I haven't really ran into any problems so far with it. But of course, as I start implementing more items, we'll see. Here's the health pot visible in hand, so that I just give the this illusion that there's picking it up and throwing it. I just want to make it look like he's throwing it. So yeah, that's how I did the items, and I hope you enjoyed.